Yeah. Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental, and anything I got is not a rental. I own that motherfucker, figured out this shit is simple. My stock been going up like a crescendo. A bunch of handshakes from the fakes, but nigga, I do not wanna be friends though. I told y'all motherfuckers, man, this shit is not a love song. This a fucking stripper on a mink rug song. This a fucking boys forever hold a grudge song. Pop some fucking champagne in the tub song. Nigga, just because song. Dang. What's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies. Trophies. And they don't have no award for that. Shit don't come with trophies. Ain't no envelopes to open. I just do it cause I'm supposed to.
15-minute, I think it was 5. If you go into like the 15-minute, 5, the leg candle close, you see it on the 15 minute.
Here?
No, 15 minute. Are you on the 15? No, 15. 5 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth candle, you see how it closed? Leg candle, it closed under. What do you think about that trade? I didn't take that trade.
This?
Yeah.
It's not a leg candle. But I did want to get in here on a top wick. I honestly missed this by like a few seconds.
Yeah, did you have it like at 132 or something like that? I haven't.
So no, I didn't see the level. I got home and I saw the top wick was already made on my phone, so I turned on the PC, and by the time it turned on, this thing already flipped. Yeah, if I was like home like 5 minutes earlier, we'd be in here off that top wick. Because what it did was it created a really small bottom. I was watching this print as I was driving. Yeah, and
bottom wick first, right?
It created a really small bottom wick, enough to fill this, and then it pulled up right to this area, and then it froze here for a little. And it froze here for like a good, like, I don't know, minute. Like, I was watching it just stay there, and I was like, man, this PC better turn on. My computer turned on, and as soon as it turned, it flipped down to here. I didn't want to get in at 41.29. I wanted at 41.32.31.6. That's where I looked at it. 31.6. Right there. Okay. It's exactly right there where it was. Yeah. What do you?
Yeah, I had a 32.1. It's just I wasn't sure about.
No. I saw it stall here. I was like, yeah, 31.6, man. That looks good. And then we pushed. There's a tip of the wick right there.
Yeah.
It happens a lot when you tip into that previous wick. And this was lovely here. Even the break of the lows was good, but I just wanted that top because what happened was the 30 and the hourly, I think, closed with no bottom wick. Yeah, you see, leg candle on the hourly, 30 closed, no bottom wick, respecting. So I didn't want to take the break of the lows. If I was going to take it, it would have been a wick entry, because the break of the lows, we could have broke lows and come right back up for a fake out. So I was looking for that wick entry. But yeah, good eye. I was looking for this position too. Yeah, if we took that, we'd be hopping in here already with a W. We'd still have a runner going, actually. It never got back there. What I'm looking for right now is a leg candle closure on this 15. If we get a leg candle closure on this 15, I'm taking that same 41.32 level. But like I said, we need a leg candle. We need to close like this, like we are right now, and then we're looking for the limit this area. But there's another 10 minutes here, so it's a lot. Right? It could take, might be a while. Or it just might look completely different 10 minutes from now. Anyway, what's the deal, gang? How's everybody doing? Got in 41.40 using Naj, got like 41.40. Oof. Savage. Monster over there, 41.40. I lost a fat Jamaican joint somewhere around the house. I can't find it, and issue is Benny's roaming around. If he finds it, he's gonna fucking eat it, and then I gotta deal with a dog that's stumbling around. But yeah, glad to see everybody back here. Great New York session. Now we're let's see if we get to take advantage of some of this Asian volume. And there is volume. It's pushed already. I also had sells here before the market closed, right there on that celery plate. I saw. What did we see? We saw 25 pips, then it came back to be as it started closing. I just closed off a top wick because it was like 4 p.m. I was like, I got to get out of the market. Yeah. At 4:30, it fucking hit TP, but that's too late. Yeah, if we get a late candle closure, we'll be looking for the following candle to do this. But we have to close like we are right now, and then the following candle, this is what we're looking for. So at least the body here, which is roughly 40 pips. Give me a second, gang. Hold on.
Oh,
Apparently, it did close bearish below the range, but it held this area, right? So you want a closure below there. Hmm. All right, we got 90 seconds here. Let's see if we hold like candle here. Ideally, we can hold this level. So close below there. Like candle, top wick into 41.32. Get ready for it. It'll be roughly a 90 pip stop. We got to hold the high there. Hold the high to the left, actually. Fine. I need a late candle. It can't be a bearish candle. 40 seconds. Yeah, no onion position here. The 30 might still close lit, right? And if we get the 30 closing lit, next 30, right? Which would be around 8:30, 15 minutes. So selling? No, nothing right now. Nothing right now. Gonna wait most likely this entire candle. It wouldn't make sense to drive down right now. We're not coming down off a resistance or off the most recent resistance here. All right, reaction time right here. Body of the candle. Boom. Reacted up. 30 flip bullish. See what happens. I expect a 15 break of the highs. We got a bottom wick. 13 minutes here. Can we get a leg candle? And let's look at it again. The daily closed bullish. The 4-hour closed bearish. So you'd expect the bottom wick for today to be made right now for the rest of the day. Daily, got some room to go here till about 41.11, 41.10, another 200 pips. Possible 200 pips before daily structure starts breaking. So we want to stay with that bullish daily, understanding it's got to make a bottom wick and the 4 hour is bearish. So this would be the process of making that bottom wick. Yeah. And we close like this, exactly like this. If we close exactly what we look like right now, sells on the next candle off 41.31. Trust. No, I would not retake the lows because that takes us into this level here. And I think we tap there and have a high probability of coming back up. I don't want to take that rebreak of the lows without tapping up here first. We need to come down off resistance. Until if we don't, every time we're heading into a smaller time frame support or a weaker support, we have a high probability of bouncing back up to this higher time frame resistance before driving back down. But if we tap that first, I won't have to be worried about it on the next candle. Feel me? I mean, that was basically into our level. What did it tap? 31.6. We had 31.9. Looking like a fake out. Looking like 30 might close back above. See. The thing about these closures, right, is our advantage on the next candle is the flip. And the lower this closes, the better it is for us because our advantage point extends. Right? The next candle, right, like I said, advantage point is the flip. So if it rides up and then flips, you want the flip to be here, right? Which means we'd have to close around there. You don't want the flip to be here because that's what's like 5 pips. The hell's 5 pips? You want the flip to be 30, 40 pips. Not always gonna happen, but like ideal positions. Wow, tapped our level on the dot, right? Look at that. Look at the reaction right off our level. Maybe you just can't take positions based solely on your levels, right? That reaction, right? Even though we're not in there, makes me happy because it confirms to me the validity of my level, right? Confirms to me the fact that it was important enough to react like that. That's why I say nobody does levels like. What levels to pay attention to, what not, what we can ignore. Opportunities there, right on the dot. Just like this morning when we took 100 pips, 0 drawdown. 0. Seven minutes here for the 30. Really don't want to trade above here. It's this up here is too choppy. That's what we sat through in the morning. Right, our positions were right here, but we sat through the chop. I don't want to sit through it again. It's dying. Give me 20 minutes. All right, take it. My 100% on. Bring it back. Bring it up. Pushing up here. Pushing up. All right. Remember, you are just a man. Alexander the Great always has. Tell him that. Yeah. That's crazy how your reference list starts at like 356 BC. Don't ask me how I know when Alexander the Great lived. You're an old soul? I don't know. You name dropped him like he's in this group chat, bro. We know each other from another time. Yeah. Next time you see him, ask him if he wants a funded account. Am I in a trade now? No. I would have had to click this button for that to activate. No. We're not in a trade. Let me get rid of this off screen. You'll know when we're in a trade. Right now, the candles aren't printing the way I'd want them to. I'd need them to. And I'm waiting on this 30 close to see what we do here. Because there's a possibility that this area right here becomes support. Right now you're looking at this, right? Closures above there for a continued push. But this is support of sorts. You close above here, you might get this wick into there and push up. Sorry, wrong color, but you get the point. And give me a second. Hey, Reggie in the building. What's up, gang? What's up, Zoom gang? Right, pushing up here. Tapped into a resistance right there off a level we drove down before. That's tough. That's a tough closure right there. No wick, no range below this area. So let's see what happens. We might get this fake out down. If we get the fake out, you know what we're doing. Right? Gonna look left and see what happened. Last time we closed below this area, market drove down, right? So we get that same closure here. Attempt to come back up, fail. We're gonna look to fill the range down and keep it moving. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
All right. The wrench going up for sale here. Let's see who can... To the highest bidder. To the highest bidder. Let's see how badly you want the wrench. Wait, we voting? No. Money's always made between the lines, isn't it? Money's just always made. You stick around the right people and money's just always some magically made. Not magically. Just the right people always figure out how to make money. Voting. Nah, ain't no vote. We selling this shit. Highest bidder, baby. Ain't no board of directors. The secret to really being a mod is to not ask or bring it up. Can you do me a favor? Bring me a bottle of water, please, kiddo? Can you? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, all the people we've chose are because we've said house such and such, not a mod yet. That's actually true. Every mod like that's ever been picked so far, there's been the same conversation over and over. It's like, it's always been like, you guys notice this guy's not a mod yet? It's like, no, I always thought he was a mod. Me too. I always thought, even I, a lot of the time, think people are mods. They've been here so long. No, we're not choosing any mods right now. I've been here since locked character days. That's wild. Locked character is 6-7 years ago. 6 years ago. That's crazy. Thank you, sweetie. Wing it. Trying to remember. There's been so many people that have come through here over the years. Yeah, as soon as mom comes back, she's gonna take her off the iPad, but no more iPad today. All right. Hey, please don't bring up Tin Man in here. That guy at one point had a crush on me. He just would not leave my DMs. At one point, Tin Man was in my DMs, like he was in other people's DMs telling them he's in my DMs. He's like, yo, I'm talking shit to this guy in his DMs, and he doesn't answer. Can you reach out to him and tell him to answer to my shit talking? That's what he would do. And then those people would reach out to me and be like, it's funny, they would call him by first name and last name. They know his whole government. They'd be like, hey, this guy, he keeps trying to reach out, ignore him. Uncle Ted calls me up one time and goes, yo, this guy's trying to reach out to you. Fuck him. Fuck that guy. Ignore him. That stuck in my head for some reason. Ted called me. He's like, fuck that guy. Ignore him. I appreciate it. Hey, W. W. Appreciate that. Another new sub in here. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could read that name. I don't see it yet. What's the name on there? Hey, Reggie, you got your account? And Hector, did you guys get your accounts? They should have been out. Yeah, thank you to the latest sub. Beat Ngang Walk. Beat Ngang Walk. Did I just click that? No. You got it? Yeah. Where's Hector? You got your account? Hector in here? Hector's not in here, right? Hector got his shit and he was like, psh. Deuces. No, you haven't yet. Check it. No, it's they got sent out together with Reggie's. You should check your spam. If you didn't get it, just remind me after stream and we'll make sure you get it. But yours and Reggie's went out together. Congrats to those two for winning 50K instant funded accounts. Be back tomorrow. Okay, cool. Just check your spam too. Mm-hmm. 18 minutes for the hourly. Close no top wick, so I'm under the impression this comes back down. How far? Does it come back down in range, or does it close respecting 41.32? And we can't take this down because that's generalization. It's not an exact edge. It's the buildup to the edge. Oh, nice. Strait of Hormuz. They want to put tolls over there, huh? Straits of Hormuz. What about the Gaze of Hormuz? Tolls over there too. Sweet. Yeah, something cooking in gold in a range with CME call writing at higher levels. What's your view? I'm under the impression that I need to see structure and then I can pick a direction, because we're just reading the narrative here on gold, and we can have buys here and we can have sells here, right? We're not putting ourselves in a box of this is the only thing we do here. Like, we can read the entire chart and understand what's happening, and the key is to get into the high volume candle with a high degree of probability, and that's what we're going to wait for, so that we can see possible, right, like candle closures here and a hold of this level, maybe another leg candle doing something like this, and then we're looking for that takeoff, right? As long as we hold. Or we might very well see this fake out and bring us down, close below the range, leave a bottom wick, top wick entry here to fill the rest of the range. It really depends on how we print and how we hold and how we close here. The 15 is closing right now, so let's refer to the 15. We're into the last 15 of the 4 hour. Of this hourly. So we are going to get a leg candle closure. Well, right now with 15 seconds to go, it's late. It's not a leg candle into a support per se. Oof, we can get a bottom wick opening. Open with that bottom wick, that would have been lovely. We would have played this level here. How much is that stop? That would have been a 13 pip stop for. Nothing at the moment. Ideally, the fastest position that we can execute on, like the very nearest in terms of setting up, would be the 30 just faking out and closing below here. We get that the next 30 solves all our issues, top wick and volume. The next 30 should be the volume candle. If we fake out, that's why I say that. If we don't and we hold this level, it might be the next 30, it might be the following, right? Might take a couple of candles. It's no PO. Our gold is chopping out with unexpected deviation. How do you find her? Damn, that's a lot of fucking. How do you find the range the liquidity? We just trade different. You got to understand, not everybody sees or interprets the things you're looking at, or just things the way they do, or the way you do. We all have different perspectives, and some of us trade completely different, just and with different perspectives, right? Something like right, if you're standing here, right? If you're over here, yeah. Yankee hat, right? You're over here. And you're like, holy shit, bro. This is a 6, and I'm right here. Right, that's me right here. I'm just kidding. It's got small ass legs right there. I don't know what's going on. So I'm looking this way, right? And I'm like, holy shit. That's a 9, bro. What the fuck you talking about? This right here, this is a 9, right? From my perspective. And you're looking at it, you're like, that's a 6, bro. But we're looking at the same fucking thing. Gang, I'll be putting this up. If you're into NFTs, this drawing is going up for sale. Anyway, so, you know, it's all perspective. You see a 6, I see a 9. But in this case, we're not just looking from different angles. We're also, you know, we're using completely different tools, different variables for our equation, right? Some things you're talking about, I don't understand or look for, right? I don't know, I don't understand deviation or, you know, POI. I don't know what point of interest, right? Yeah, this is a point of interest for me, I guess. My lines. So I'm looking for different things. I'm looking for structure. I'm looking for volume. I'm looking for candles. right? Candles, certain candles to print a certain type of way. I'm looking for the relationship between candles. I'm looking at timing. I'm looking at multiple time frames, right? We're doing multiple time frame analysis, top down, reading candles backwards, breaking down the smaller time frame ranges within the higher time frame, and like the, and then we're, and then we're looking to have logical risk when entering our positions based on the probability of the trade winning. Guy's like, the guy over there is like, man, I regret asking that question. Why you make me regret asking the question? He's like, I forgot what I even asked you, bro. After that joint. What's his name? Svetam Nayak? I gotta look at it. Is he Polish? Polish people use W instead of B. See the idea being talked about in the beginning, the idea formed, and then the execution. Yeah. Sometimes we're not even thinking of the trade that actually sets up. Like there's 3 or 4 different things that could set up at a certain moment. None of those set up, but then after one more candle, it's like a whole different trade sets up. But if you're doing it on a 5-minute or on a 1 minute, you first of all, you're looking at a smaller range to play. And a lot of people have a hard time understanding that, and they're playing like 30 to 1 hour ranges off a 5-minute candle, and it doesn't work that way. And it's also not as easy for your mind to kind of process everything, recognize it, and agree with it, and rationalize it in your head before actually be willing to put risk on the table, right? So I stick right anything less than a 15-minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour. It just, your brain, right, as a human being, while doing or while reading the charts the way we do, or while trading the way we do, will have a hard time adjusting, right, to that smaller time frame, because you need time to process it and rationalize it in your head, make sense of the situation. And for a majority of the people, it takes a little while. It takes a few minutes to go through everything. We got 6 minutes here for the hourly. We're going to see this through and see how this closes. Right now, we're just kind of rallying up here. We do have a level here, right? Agreed? You concur? Everybody concurs? The issue is we've wicked into that level since leaving this area, coming down once, twice. Remember, I spoke about this before. The more you test an area, the likelier you are to break it with every hit. Keep slamming the hammer against the wall with every hit, likelier to puncture the wall. Same thing here. Orders that were here wiped out, came back, wiped out orders, grabbed a little bit above it, came back. Next time this comes up here, it's highly likely to break it. So if we want to take some buys, yeah, we want to take buys, but the thing is we haven't had a pullback. We're not driving off a support, off a recent support. So what's going to happen? You can break this and might not have enough juice to go until you get back down to support and break the resistance while driving off a support. In which case, you don't just want to be in on the break of the highs. You want all of that to happen to avoid sitting there biting your elbows in drawdown. Right? You don't want to be sitting right now in the bathroom with the lights off talking about, God, please let this work and I'll never fucking curse again. Please. Oh, shit. I'll be nice to the neighbors. Yeah. Please. God, man. I'll stop stealing my dog's food. I swear. Come on, God, please. If you just do this for me this one time, I swear I'll never pour liquor into the kid's ice cream to make him fall asleep again. Please, Lord Jesus. I know you fuckers. We got 3 minutes here. Confession? Nah, I'm somebody I know, bro. It's talking about my boy. Nice job, Sam. 1 hour closing above the daily open. 30-minute FVG and daily open time. If confirmation, don't take the break of the 1 hour highs. Fill for. Not necessarily. I'm gonna need closures. I've stated before. Yeah, above there. That makes sense. That would be the support holding right here, and on the hourly, off which we drove up. In this case, it's the most recent resistance. All right, so if we're able to close above there, so the perfect scenario for that would be to hold support here where we are right now. Be amazing. This would be amazing right there. That level that runs through there, and push back up. That would be great. So if we can do this on the next candle, we've attempted now. We've got the bottom wick on the hourly here and the push up. And do that. Doesn't matter. Tap here, tap here. If it breaks down, we also have a top wick on the hourly and we're driving off resistance. If we start breaking below the small time frames, I will look for sells to retest the lows, right? So it just depends how we print here right now. This above here is a range 2 breakout for buys. Range 1, 2. We know in this range we are likelier to fake out and do this. But sorry. Crap. Drawing. And do this. This is the likelier scenario from range 2 to range 1. But if you, on the off chance that you don't break down and you come back up, right? Because this is the likelier scenario. The off chance would be to ride up here. But if you do ride up here, close above, it's your range 2 breakout. What happens then? On a range 2 breakout, you are likelier to do this, right? Push up instead of down. So if this happens, I'm sorry, this is likelier to happen, the drive down here. But if it doesn't, on the off chance it doesn't and it closes above, once that happens, the likelier thing would be the ride up versus the drive down. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Didn't like that closure above here. There's no wick entries on there. All right, let's look at the 4 hour. Rode up all day. All right. Pull back last night for a bottom wick. Rode up. Just had that pullback, bottom wick on a daily. Yeah, we were looking at 50 areas for targets here. Like, what's the deal? Why 30 times a day you gotta be toast? Stop scrubbing up. Stop doing this. Not good. Hey, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're still doing it. Hey, look at your feet. Sam, look at your feet. I need the other part of it black, not that. You understand me? Hey. Do you understand me? You know what that tells me? You're doing the wrong thing. Okay? It's not hard. If it's hard, let me know, and then we're gonna go to the doctor. You can't do that. Okay? Let me know, because we gotta work on that. It's gonna hurt later on. You gotta walk like a princess, all right? Walk like I tell you to. No, but are you wearing them? No, that means you're walking. Thank you. Okay, close that door, please. Now. All right, what did we just talk about? Coming back, if we're gonna drive, we want to drive off of support. If we're gonna drive off. Where are you going? Where are you walking? Not normal. Please walk normally. Thank you. Huh? Yeah, what we want to see out of this candle is this. Next candle. And the reason I wouldn't expect that leg candle to come back down, we're bouncing off of support on that leg candle, pushing us out the range, right? So I wouldn't be concerned about the leg candle. I'd be looking at it to get filled later on when we come back down, if that's the case. That will push the 4 hour back up, right? We made a top wick on that 4 hour. We came down. 4 hour support. Now to re-break the highs, we should push, but we need that closure on the smaller time frame to fall in line with the higher time frame. No impulse positions. And you guys will be all right. I mean, we're well on our way to 700 wins here. 700 wins on stream. Yeah. 1,100 trades. A couple thousand streams. Almost a couple of thousand streams. We're up there. We got almost 2,000 streams. How many episodes does Joe Rogan have? He's also at like over 2,000 episodes, right? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, if you're gonna compare the best in the game in their own respective fields, it's only right. Equivalent there as Joe Rogan. Oh man. Watch Nat Geo? Nah, I watch the Disney Channel. Baby shark. I'm not even sure if I got the words right. About to hit that 1 hour resistance. We up above the rebreak of the 4 hour high right here. Just happened. Now let's see if we can hold for 3 more minutes and then re-break that high after a bottom wick. I don't expect a steep bottom wick. If we close above, probably 41.40 will be it. Damn, we're back at it. See, just tap 41.40. Hope it doesn't push in the next 3 minutes. Good push, but we're not going to take it here. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take anything on the re-break here. I'm waiting on this candle to close. We got exactly 150 seconds. Do a lot in 150 seconds. 160. While we're waiting, please drop a like, sub to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Look, this chop sucks here, but there's room. How they say we got room. We might see a top wick here just break this high barely, come back down. See how we have a leg candle here? We just filled that body of the leg candle to the left. So we're seeing a reaction there. All right, here's the 15. Close nicely above. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have a buy stop. Hold on. Yep. Is that it? Yeah, I mean, if it breaks, I'm gonna have it there. Breaks to the high, 41.43.1. Did it break? Oh, we got activated here. I didn't set it yet on my live. Jesus. Push up now. There we go. Okay, push up a little more. Break even area will roughly be about 20 pips in profit this level to the left. Once we get up there, re-break the highs, I'll go break even. Damn. Did not like that top wick. I do not like it, but did close above. We did make a bottom wick after a top wick, and then we rebroke the high. So I would expect this to push up to the next resistance here. And as soon as it does, I'll go break even. Next resistance right here, but I won't close until up here. A rebreak of the 4-hour high as well. The previous 15 closed above the range. Bottom wick made, so looking for it to push. Yeah, we got quite a bit of slippage here on the funded. The live account got like a 5-pip better entry. 43.5. Oh no, I'm sorry. The live account got a 5-pip worse entry. Got slipped on the live account. No, no, thank you. What I do want is to push. If the 30 starts closing back in range, I mean, we know what to do. We're just, you know, looking to keep stops back in range here. Not looking for it to really fill our leg handle. Damn, how did we get a 5-pip worse entry on the live? I had him at the same spot. In the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't be too much, but 5 pips is annoying. Yeah, we start closing back in range here in 8 minutes, then we're faking out. If we're continue pushing up, then we continue pushing up. If it pushes heavy now, then this might stop. I don't want it to break the body of the previous like candle. I want to bounce there if anything. But if it does, it's going to start filling the smaller time frame range down to the wick, so there's no point of staying in there. Need to re-break the highs. Did it? $25. Rebreak at a 4-hour highs as well. Why are we struggling here? All right. See what we got. There's 5 closes. I might get rid of it beforehand if we don't end up pushing up, because we technically should have pushed there. This might close back in range. All right, 5 closing here. Broke the previous 5 low. $30, re-breaking lows. All right, gang. Let's see. Do we re-break lows? Do we push back up? Because I'll cut it short if need be. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to have it on the re-break at a lows. I don't want it to go any lower than that. It'll be 25, 30 pips. Something like that. I don't want to push down here. If we break that low, I'm just going to get out because I don't want it back in range. And it might push up after. I'm fine with it. I'll just take a small L here. I don't want it coming back down with 3 minutes to go on this candle. Right, closing, respecting this area. Let's just fucker rip up. I'll be tight. That ripped up. It just wouldn't make sense to rip up here. It would make sense to re-break that low. Because it didn't hold. You didn't slingshot off of here. Right, there we go. That would make sense. See, I think it was a good closure. What do you get? What do we lose? 30, 28 pips, 25 pips on the funded. 34 on the live. Minus 34. Okay. We should have pushed. This didn't push through it. We gave it so much time. We gave it so much opportunity to push. It just did not. Outside. No. Yeah, outside. Body tap may be a reaction. Yes. But at this point, there's going to be 2 minutes left on the candle. So if anything, that 30 will close respecting, and then you're not in a good position, right? You want that initial push, and you don't want to let this run back against you with the leg candle, understanding if it breaks back down in range. You keep your loss small there. Keep your loss small. Because the win's going to be much bigger. Last few times we've seen this, once it's back in range, it wasn't just the body of the candle, right? It starts filling the smaller time frame range here, which is this quick. Yeah, I think we're gonna build this wick here. It's our first loss in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I mean, if you can consider that a loss, but yeah. Here. Also doing W's and break evens. That will go down as a loss, 117. Oh, look at that reaction at the body. Oof. But closure, closure, closure. 6, 5, 4, 3. Ooh. Ooh. That close below? Ah. That's funny. Oh. So close. Looks like it's below. All right, I go by the second candle, and even the second candle still close. Yeah, with that bullish push. Looks like the 30 respected there. Yeah, I don't have sells here. 15 looks like it faked out, but it's right at a level where we can still, the breakout of highs would still make sense. So if we can push back up and then re-break the lows, that'd be great. 30. Would flip the 1 hour bear, right? Man, oh man, oh man. $30 respected. Perfect wick here. Yeah, gang. Wow. Hate how we closed. Hate how we closed. Closed above on Forex, below on futures. Man, I just like the way that 30 closed. Hate the way we're pushing. A lot of time here on that 15. Back up. No. No backup. Reflip the 4. It's gonna do that, huh? Clean. Yeah, that's just that close. That's not clear to me if that's like obvious back in range or it's right at it. Yeah, it looks like the 30 respected when you go to the higher time frame here, right? Right under it. I don't like that. I want that stronger closure in range. If we just close a few pips below here, yeah, we're taking that top wick entry. Maybe break it to lows. Top wick. If we close below, top wick would be entry just because it gives us a solid advantage point. That gave you 60. Yeah, rejection at the open. Say it's best to wait 4 hour closure. Depends, because if we start re-breaking the 4 hour highs here, I might take it. A lot of time in the candle, but we need to break the previous candle high. We have some clean range to the left. The reason we pointed this level out is because biggest pushing, but this sucks. All right, gang, I'm gonna take a market buy here. It, buy. We broke the 4-hour high. I'm going to look for it to push. We have a celery play on the 15. We have a clean range to the left. So I'm going to look for this to push up here. Wait, did we buy? Why are we frozen? Bro, don't fucking do this to me again. Yeah, I'm going to buy here on the live account, but right now it's bugging out. Frozen here. Again. E2. Yeah, I don't know what's up. Celery on the play. Celery play on the 15. Multiple time frames fall in line. Rebreak of the hourly high. Broke the previous 15. Rebreak of the 30 high. And rebreak of the 4-hour high. What will we do? Yeah, we're in a position here. I'm just waiting for everything. I don't even know if YouTube's on. Zoom, you guys see YouTube? Are we free? So let's get into the same position on both accounts. Oh, wow. Well, that's late in there, but oh well. We're not going to close this position until this candle ends. Wait, why am I in for 35 lots right now? What's going on? I clicked it multiple times when it was opening up, huh? What mark limit? So there's a chance this pulls back here to be E or starts pulling back right off this level. So, man, we have a late entry there. We have 5 minutes here. Yeah, I'm gonna let this candle rock for the next 5 minutes. See if we can push up here. Okay, go break even here. Stops to break even, risk-free trade. House money here. Either it pushes through or it takes us out. One or the other. But we're up about 35 pips here. If you want to secure something, you can. I'm looking to secure a little bit more. One more rebreak of the high. That's what I want. You know what? I'm going to secure right there at 35. Partials, just basically whatever I lost on that sell. This position was a little bigger. So, yeah. I mean, whatever I lost on that buy. So 35 secured. And now we got a runner. W. W, W, W. Make sure you're risk-free here. It's house money, no risk on the table. You know what? Market. So 25. Sell. Okay, perfect. Up about 40 pips here. I secured. Yeah, roughly 40 there. Closure, sell stop, 10. $30 seconds here, gang. If it closes with no top wick, I might look to secure. 20 seconds. What's going on over there? 10 seconds. All right, one more push up. I'm gonna close full right there at 50 pips flat on my live. And hold on, did we tap over here? Yeah, we did. So nice. Live is completely closed. I closed full at 50. The funded here is running. Where's the red price? Okay. Let's close this one too, because it's going to come back. That no top wick here. I would expect I should push up for 1,000 more pips. But I closed it. I closed it with no top wick. We're at the shoulder level here. I expect this candle to come back down. Great job. Great job. Great job. And close 50 flat. Why didn't you look for BW entry on the 1 hour? Any particular thing? Look, day looking for sells. Yeah, this fucker might push up, but that closure tells us there's no more range. We closed right at these wicks, telling me there might be a closure coming up here in the bearish direction, making this a level. So yeah, I secured fully at 50 pips and we're out. Leave runners, I expect this candle to come back for the 4-hour close. Base hits win championship. I mean, just we kept the loss small, understanding the win's going to be bigger. The win this morning was over 100 pips, and the win right now, that's win number 700 on stream, gang. W. What? Win number 700. Let's get a little flex in. Flex the buys, get the blood flowing. You'll feel better. Let's go.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire! Boom shaka!
Not really. We just won one. But W.
Wow, I feel good.
Win number 700. Great job, Ariel. 700. Man, if we held that original position, you just can't let it. We would have gotten stopped out here. You see how it came back here? I just can't let myself, just out of principle, hold that position. Right? We would have had to take on, right? 30. We would have had to take on about 90 pips worth of risk. I didn't want to do that. Soon, maybe half hour. The next half hour. I'll call him in a sec. We want the pump song. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Like right at this area, when you close, I've discussed this many times before on stream. If you've shown up here, you would know. When you close right at wicks like this, when you have a number of wicks and then you get a closure right at them, especially like this with no wicks, you're most likely going to form this as a resistance, right? You're going to form some kind of level here, maybe on a smaller time frame, maybe on a higher, but you'll typically see something like this here at these wicks. And what happens is market drives down, and after it comes back up, we'll typically see another wick into that area. You'll typically see this right into there, just like this did. You get a very similar candle to the one right here. The one, the green one. Sorry, I'm colorblind. I'm like Donkey and Shrek. Time frame you used for entry, it was a combination, right? The 4-hour rebreak, the 1-hour rebreak, the 30 break of the previous candle. It was a 15 celery play. Like it was, yeah, it was a combination. This is why I don't like this level, right? That's why I didn't want to look for sells here, although we probably would have smacked them, but I didn't want to look for sells there because I understood like this is too close. Most likely after that bullish move, we should continue up. Right after that little pullback. Like candle on the 30. Like for me to see it as a late candle, maybe on the 15. The late candle for me is the body smaller than the wick. Right, this wick projects, pulls it up, and that body would have to real short for me to think about that late candle. Oh, I for a second thought Reggie wrote that. I'm like, really, Reggie? No, it wasn't from Reggie. My bad. How could I even think that, bro? It's your position. Wait, hold on a second, Chad. Give me a second. But great trade. Let me make a phone call. I gotta make a phone call.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. My willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Would you just look at it? Look at it. Great trade, everybody. Yeah, good idea. And yeah, I love trading so much. Yeah, I think everybody here feels the same way. I think everybody here is like, man, I fucking love trading. But just go look at our go look at our go look at our Discord. Hold on a second, chat. Okay, there's my music. I should just left that 4-hour running twice. I didn't leave yesterday's runner. Left today's runner alone. A great job. No one loves trading as much as me. Yeah, options be posting about it every day in the Discord. Ready to run through a wall, Sam? Yo, Daniel, let me know if you need today's stream. I'll probably download it and send it to you or something. Of course, hit my levels. Told you my boy leave a runner. Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Should've left the runner yesterday. Should've left the runner today. But guess what? I stick to my principles, man. What I could have done was let this push up and then put the stop below here. That would have been smarter. Yeah, the smartest idea would have been to put that stop over there, 41.48. Instant or Ignite Fund? This is an instant. Load it on a drive and send it to me. Hello, 4120. I think 4160 was called the other day, right? On this ride up. And gang. Trump spoke right here. Trump literally spoke right here. Yesterday at 2 p.m. We've not fucking looked back. Yeah, and when I was saying I stick to my principles, like that closure, that tells me there's no more range. And at the wicks, we've seen this before. I tend to close or I tend to move stops, but in this case, I just closed full. Need today's stream? This morning's stream was fire. Yeah, I went over so much. I was tired from this morning's stream. We ended really late. When was the position? We took it at noon, right? Like, says there's no volume at noon. We got in on that bottom wick right there, and this fucker ran up 240 pips. We closed over here. Yeah, we closed here. It was about 100, right? And yeah, that ran. So we got out of the position at 12:45 at noon. Yeah, we got in at 12. We got out at 12:45. So right through NY lunch. Upload a drive and send me. Yeah, I'll download and upload it to drive. It's hit target here, right? And this is the 4-hour close, gang. Didn't hit the 4-hour target, but it hit the range target. We go down to the 15, right there. The extent of the range here. There's nothing I would do here until it prints another range. So I need structure. This would take multiple candles. And for that reason,
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
yeah, I'm going to call it a stream here. W. Great stream in the evening. Great stream in the morning. Party in the summertime. If I see something else set up throughout the evening, as always, I will call it in the signal channel. We'll take it to the private community, and the bundle members will get that. If you want to be part of that, get the bundle. Right? Any position outside of stream, get the bundle. You get access to that. Plus, you get access to all the private giveaways and the private channels and the chats and the Zooms. You get to be on cam. You can actually talk when you're on cam. You get private streams every week. A lot of stuff there, but you got to join and you got to be an active member of the community. That's what's really key for your own improvement, right? You can't hide behind, you know, behind keyboards when you're looking for accountability. You got to put yourself out there, because if you're not keeping yourself accountable, right? I understand. Like I always say this all the time. People have an issue with the raw responsibility that trading puts on you. You got to be accountable, and if no better way to start being accountable than in a community. Anyway, keep showing up, gang. Tomorrow, New York session, we're right back at it. But tonight, throughout the evening, if I see something, I'll obviously call it in our community, and we'll take it with the bundle. All right, Zoom gang, anything else? Questions, comments? No. Okay, amazing. I'd do a W spam, but we did one this morning. We don't need another one today. But yeah, I'll see you guys mañana. Mods, as always, thank you. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for helping me run this stream, patrolling the mean chats of YouTube. I'm gonna send you guys out with partners. You guys can't be patrolling on your own. You guys need a partner. Backup. Gotcha, Hector. Yeah, for sure. See you tomorrow on stream, gang. But I gotta go, gang. As for me, you already know the deal. My time here is up. All right, gang. My time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Hey, show up tomorrow. Full mental clarity. I need your mindset right so we can make some profits tomorrow. Let's get the fuck away from poverty. Let's get as far away from poverty as possible. And I want to help you. I'll see you guys on stream tomorrow. Later.
Tell y'all motherfuckers, man, this shit is not a love song. This a fucking stripper on a mean grub song. This a fucking boys forever hold a grudge song. Pop some fucking champagne in the tub song. Nigga, just because song. Dang, what's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies, and they don't have no award for that. Shit don't come with trophies, ain't no envelopes to open. I just do it cause I'm supposed to. I go to dreams with a suitcase. I got my whole country on a new way. She like, I heard all your niggas stay where you stay. House so big I haven't seen them boys in 2 days. Bitch, I use a walkie-talkie just to get a beverage. I saw my parents split up right after the wedding. They told my ass to stay committed, fuck the credit. Bitch, check the numbers, I'm the one who really get it. I told y'all motherfuckers, man, this shit is not a love song. This a doing me and only God can judge song. I do not know what the fuck you thought it was song. Pop some fucking champagne in a tub song. Nigga, just because song. What's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies. And they don't have no award for that. Shit don't come with trophies, ain't no envelopes to open. I just do it cause I'm supposed to, nigga.